If you believe in yourself that much,
I believe in myself.
If the roles was reversed,
You think he could beat Boots Ennis?
Well, if anybody can, it'd be him, but that's a hell of a task he's taking on at an early age, too, you know what I mean? So I would have liked to see him wait just a little bit longer, get a couple more fights in, but sometime when the money calls, the fight has happened.
Man, that's a tough fight, you know, especially for Xander at this point in his career, but it shows his heart and his confidence, you know, that he have in himself. And he's ready to go make history for his country. And he's going to do real well in that fight. You know, I just think, you know, right now, you know, it's a little bit too early for him.
A face-to-face meeting between Jaron Ennis and Xander X quickly escalated into a physical altercation, forcing security to intervene and separate both fighters before the situation could get out of control. Ennis immediately fired back, questioning what exactly Xander had brought to the table.
if you believe in yourself, you would have took the 55-45 straight like that. Yeah. No matter you, I understand you trying to feed your family, you trying to do this, you trying to do that. I'm doing the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, there's levels, and I'm really gonna show you why I'm like that. And if you really, like I said, if you really believe in yourself, you would have took the 55-45 straight like that.
There's levels, and you're gonna be uncomfortable when it comes to June 27th. Promise.
I fought every style. What can you bring to?
Two emotions ran high as Ennis criticized Xander's technical ability, calling his defense a major weakness that is just waiting to be exposed.
You monkeys, I'm not gonna miss.
All right.
You tripping.
All right.
Yo, you is tripping.
All right. Make sure you hit it. Make sure you hit it, and you get it right. If you don't hit it,
wait.
Whoa! You took it. You took it way too long.
Hold on. Wait. Dog, I heard you say something that I don't move my head, bro. I watched you fight several times. You do not move your noggin, bro. You get hit with clean, flush shots.
What about you?
Bro, it's boxing. We're gonna get hit. But you was trying to make it seem like
you just proved my point.
No, but listen, I'm not finished talking. But you try to make it seem like I just get hit all crazy and all. But watch this. On fight night, make sure you be ready. And like I said, bro.
Taking the disrespect even further, Boots delivered a chilling warning, saying that Xander would be eating clean shots all night long.
Yo, when I tell you these boys be getting hit clean, I'm talking about clean. They live out the ring with hickeys, knots, cuts, bleeding. Bro, you watch any of my fights, bro. If anything, I might got like a little. I don't be having nothing, basically. Right? These guys be leaving out bleeding and all that. Like, come on, bro. It shows to really work on their defense and really don't.
Without missing a beat, Xander laid out his strategy, highlighting the key weapons that make him a dangerous threat to the champion.
There's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I got the speed, I got the power, I got the technique, I got the length, I got the strength, I got the IQ. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration when it comes to breaking down his style.
But he also mentions that you get hit a lot.
The same way he does.
to avoid that?
The same way he does. Try to move my head the same way he tried to move his head.
Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel.
You took this fight and showed your confidence. Yeah. Why do you think he put a 55-45 to try to double your confidence?
Because that was the first thing or negotiations they had with Virgil. 55-45 to the winner. But again, me bringing in 2 belts and giving him the opportunity for 2 belts when I didn't need to, I feel like a 50-50 was being generous to him because I could have actually.
Completely unfazed, Xander showed no reaction to the threats, insisting he is mentally locked in and fully prepared for whatever comes next.
I feel like that's the way he should think. You know, if he didn't think that way, then he wouldn't be a fighter. I feel like it's the same way. I'm gonna rip his heart out. I'm gonna take him to somewhere he's never been. You know, he's gonna feel uncomfortable. He's gonna be uncomfortable when it comes to fight night. It's easy to face guys that you're bigger than them, you're more athletic than them. But when you're facing a guy that is as big as you, that is as athletic as you, that is as composed, as smart as you, it's a whole different.
Addressing the criticism, Xander X made it clear he isn't paying attention to the outside noise. He remains focused on his preparation and long-term goals, trusting his team to have him fully prepared for the biggest moment of his career.
Weight, then they got to move up because that's the whole point of fighting at 154. You got to make a little bit of weight. I'm growing, I'm getting better, I'm getting bigger. We keep controlling it. I have a great nutritionist team that work with me. They're ones that work with Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, so they know what they're doing. And I believe in them throughout, my whole career.
So there's no concern?
Not at all, never. There's never been no concerns.
Xander,
You took this.
They brought a lot of history to Puerto Rico in the boxing world in the island. But to be honest, it's all about my legacy. It's about building Xander Zayas and what he's going to bring to the table every time he steps into
The face-off sent shock waves through the sport, leaving the boxing world buzzing with anticipation for the fight. Reacting to the moment, Eddie Hearn expressed disbelief that it had come together, highlighting Xander's boldness in accepting a challenge that most in the division tend to avoid.
He's a young, incredible fighter. There is no way he will fight Jaron Ennis. And I'm actually sitting here still in shock that this fight is made. And I have to give unbelievable credit to Xander Zayas, because you are a great fighter, but you must have a massive set of cojones, because what you're about to take part in June 27th is one of the toughest tasks.
Hearn described the matchup as a huge gamble, noting that while it goes against his usual method of carefully developing rising stars, its boldness is exactly what the sport needs right now.
Dangerous. I mean, not just dangerous for him, but dangerous for Boots, because this kid, he sees it, and I don't mean to be disrespectful calling him a kid. He's 23. He's one of the hottest young stars in the sport. I would be keeping him away from Jaron. Like, if I represented Xander Zayas, there is no way I would let him take this fight. I'd be saying, listen, we'll go to MSG, we'll fill that up, we'll do another homecoming fight in Puerto Rico, we'll have Bad Buddy singing you out, we'll milk it, we'll do this, we'll move up to middleweight. We've got years. But this is what boxing needs. Like, this is not me being critical. This is me saying...
Roy Jones Jr. highlighted a subtle aspect of Jaron Ennis's game that quietly sets him apart from most fighters.
Jaron being a guy that's actually knows what he's doing and knows how to fight. Has talent too, but knows how to use his talent. Therefore, it's nothing to break down. And I think they'll find that out come this next fight.
Does he remind you of yourself at all?
A lot.
How so?
Well, he got so many things he can do. He know how to change things up on the spot. When you can be able to adapt and change up on the spot, that's what you don't find in most fighters nowadays. You don't find guys that this ain't working, they can go do that. If that ain't working, they can go do that. You understand me? That was the one good thing about.
In a similar vein, Tim Tsayu praised the champion, suggesting that some talents are truly God-gifted.
All right, last one is always Boots.
I got Boots. Yeah, I got Boots. I think he's too skillful. IQ level, how quick he is. I think his levels of...
However, Showbiz presents a different perspective, offering a take that could completely change how this fight is viewed.
Mix it up. I don't care what anyone says. Xander Zayas is Boots' toughest opponent to date. As far as announced, we're not sure what's going to happen in the fight. Do I have Boots as of right now? Yeah. But I think Xander Zayas is going to give Boots trouble. I do. I think it's a good fight. If Xander Zayas were to...
While praising the underdog, Sean Zittle made it clear that both fighters are entering a scenario where anything can happen.
He's moving. And he's got that punch. He's got the left hook that Cotto and Trinidad had. That's the famous shot. And yeah, he
offensive arsenal is unlimited.
And he wasn't in there with a bomb last night.
No, not at all.
So he's showing you.
Giving his take, Gabzato highlighted a technical detail that slightly favors the more confident fighter.
Guys step in the ring with Boots, they're intimidated with the athleticism.
Yeah, he's a different brother.
Xander, he's not. He's a champion. He's confident. He got that Puerto Rican pride too.
Okay.
I mean, the fight's in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the fight's in New York. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
might as well be in
same
Puerto
thing.
Rico.
Puerto
Rico.
You know, Puerto Rico, New York. You know how it is.
So it's gonna be a big fan base for Xander, man. So it's gonna be like a hometown kind of fight.
Boots' father, Jaron Ennis, brushed off the hype. He acknowledged Xander for taking on a challenge others avoided, but insisted it won't change the outcome in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we mellow. We should lay back, you know, keep on talking, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep on building the fight, you know what I mean? But it should be a good fight, as long as it lasts.
Yo, that's one of your favorite lines.
Yeah.
Now, this is a fight, I know y'all wanted Virgil. I know that was the fight that looked like it was gonna happen.
Right.
That was the fight y'all had circled.
Right.
This is your second unification situation, right? Does this mean that much more because it's another division, another chance for you to like stake your claim?
Well, I mean, you know, we want to fight whoever, man. I mean,
building on that, Derek warned that at this level, he doubts Xander truly has the tools to make Jerome uncomfortable, dismissing the idea that anyone has figured out a blueprint to beat his son.
Man, you can't take nothing away from people talking about this and talking about, but I think he's a good fighter.
Now, with you, I noticed that you don't look past any opponent. You take everybody serious.
No, you have to, man. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen in boxing, man. You know what I mean? You only take one shot. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful, man. You got to be on at all times, man. Cylinders got to be working, man.
What kind of boots can we expect?
I hope he take Boots to another level, because Boots never went to another level yet. You know what I mean? Then you want to see something. You really want to see something. But if he can't take him to another level, you know what I mean, it's going to be like it normally be.
Boxer Emiliano Vargas suggested that for Xander to pull this off, he'll need to execute a game plan unlike anything seen from him before. He pointed to a high-pressure approach designed to turn the fight physical, noting that the outcome may come down more to who controls the tempo than pure technical skill.
Xander is going to have to pull something out of him that he's never pulled out. I think that he's going to rise to the occasion. I think Boots is a very skilled fighter, fights southpaw, orthodox, can box, can punch, you know, but I haven't really seen him in there with anybody that can really go to the body, you know, so I think maybe if Xander can go to the body and, you know, maybe like a Miguel Cotto type of real tight, real in the pocket, and not let Boots dance around and box and do what he wants to do, then I think Xander has a great shot of beating him, you know, and he's two-time champion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he doesn't really need to take the fight, but...
Speaking on the fight, trainer Greg Hackett saw it as a clash between raw talent and real in-ring reality. He noted that despite all the outside talk, the bout will likely come down to a test of endurance and focus, qualities that aren't always captured in pre-fight stats.
Fight out of both fighters, and the reason I'm expecting a great fight is because there's been a lot of backlash. I feel like on both of them a little bit. Zayas being young, a lot of people feel like he was given the titles, and I mean, of course you can't give them to a guy when he got to fight for him. Sometimes we don't like the opponents, but guess what? He fought for him, and he did his best. He did great. Boots, on the other hand, a lot of people don't like the opponents. They say it's not to his level, but when you're dealing with a talent like that, how could it be? You know what I'm saying? What I love about the fight is Xander is big, young, strong, skillful, and he not afraid. Boots, we know he trying to bring everything to the table, the speed, the power, you know, just the lights. He bringing everything to it. I think it's a great test for Boots because this is a guy who you could say is...
On the same note, Hackett also highlighted the high stakes with both fighters putting their undefeated records on the line.
Durable because he's never been stopped. I never even seen him go down. You know what I mean? So it's not like we talking about a chump. You know what I mean? He coming to fight. And I think this kid being young what makes him dangerous, him being young, energetic, and then a big guy. He got real good size to him. You know what I mean? Strong guy. And I think that right there enough is going to make it a great fight. You know what I mean? Just because he's going to train. Zayas is going to train like he's never trained before because he knows this is a big fight. This could catapult him in a different way, man. You know?
Definitely. Whoever wins this fight, they're both undefeated. Somebody's has to go. Whoever wins this fight is going to be a star name and probably going into a fight with Sebastian Fundora, right?
Absolutely. That's how I feel. So it's a lot riding on this. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy that it's in New York. I'm happy.
Timothy Bradley Jr. reaffirmed his backing for an Ennis victory, stressing that the fight represents a key test of his ability to handle the pressure that comes with being the favorite.
I'm telling y'all right now, y'all lose to Xander Zayas, y'all ain't gonna never ever stop hearing me say, boy, y'all better not lose. I'm just telling y'all right now, you better not lose. I'm putting money down on y'all, and I'm gonna show the tag. Y'all better not lose to no Xander Zayas. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, for real. Because you ain't gonna never hear the end of me, ever. Hell no. Yeah, so what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is, instead of taking what I'm saying, the criticism that I'm giving you, you should take it, bro, as a...
Bradley went on acknowledging his critical approach, but stressing that honest feedback is essential for reaching the elite level.
I just don't critique y'all. I critique Xander Zayas. Why you think Xander Zayas got better? Why you think he got better? Shit. I called a lot of his fights. You know? Why you think all these guys are getting better, man? Because I'm not a yes man, pat on the back. Oh, when you do good, I'll pat you on the back. You did damn good. But when you doing good, but you making a lot of mistakes, I'm like, oh, you look, hey, good job, but Be careful, man, because I lived this. I lived it. I'm a Hall of Famer.
It's finally here. Jaron Ennis and Xander X step into the ring for a fight that's been building real heat. Different styles, one shared goal, and zero room for mistake. All the talking stops tonight, and only one man walks out on top. So, who do you have? Drop your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for